I know it feels like this thing is never gonna end. And some days, you're left with yourself, left with your thoughts, and you start to spiral. Everything feels like it's too much, and it's getting harder and harder every day to try to find the good in it. Because so much bad is compounding on top of one another over and over. And then there are those who go about life as if nothing is happening, as if everything is fine and you're just making it all up. Those are the kind of people that piss me off the most. They're out there claiming that nothing is wrong, going about their business because either they think that all the things happening in the world don't apply to them, or it actually doesn't. It makes you feel gaslit. Like, is it really my imagination? Am I really just blowing all of these things out of proportion? You think, am I crazy? You're not, by the way. If your thoughtfulness and your care and your compassion for the safety of others during a time where it feels like the entire world is falling apart at the seams saves at least one life, it'll have been worth it. You're not to blame for it supposedly not working. The people who treat this like nothing more than an inconvenience are. The type of people who claim this will all blow over if we just pretend it doesn't exist. The type of people who don't get why it's important. The type of people who you think, I don't know why I have to explain to you why you should care about other people. Selfish. You're none of those things. Least of all selfish. But maybe you should be. At least a little. Not in the realm of what those other jackasses are doing, but allowing yourself a little grace. I know there's pressure to keep forging on. Keep being as productive as you would if there wasn't half of the amount of shit that you and the rest of the world are going through right now. But you need to remember that this isn't normal, as much as it feels like the new normal now. Having to deal with all this, everything at once, it isn't supposed to be. Unfortunately, it is, so you gotta be kind to yourself. Give yourself as much kindness, thoughtfulness, and compassion as you do for the others that you're trying to keep safe. You're allowed to take breaks. You don't have to be as productive. You're allowed to lament the time lost of you being able to spend time with loved ones, going out and being your own person. You're allowed to grieve and have a moment where you feel like everything is too much. Because honestly, it is too much. But then, you gotta pick yourself up and keep going. I know it feels like it isn't worth it, but it is. I know it feels like that there are too many things to keep track of. Too many things that need your immediate attention and care. But all of these things that you're doing, the thoughts and ravages and fears and everything else amalgamating in your head and making it feel like your heart is going to explode out of your chest, they're worth it. You're worth it. The fact that you have so much care about these things speaks leagues of your character. You're doing the right thing. And it's helping people. Hell, it's saving people. I know it's hard. God, do I know it's hard. You can do it, though. But, and this is a heavy but, take care of yourself. If you continue to participate in doom spiraling, you'll lose steam. You'll falter and you'll fall apart. You're allowed to take a moment. Take a step away and take care of yourself and keep yourself as healthy and as strong as possible so that you can continue fighting. And fighting at whatever capacity you can manage is enough. because you're fighting in the first place, when so many asshole people are content to just let the status quo be. Or worse, want the opposite of progress. You're strong. You're doing this. You're living and fighting, and I couldn't be more proud of you. It sucks. Majorly. This all fucking sucks. There's nothing we can do for it now other than keep going as much as we can, while still keeping ourselves sane. We have to take it one step at a time. Keep focus, but don't overexert yourself. I know it's easy to say and hard to execute, but we're here, right now, taking a moment and recognizing how it feels when it gets too much. Taking care of yourself is not selfish. It's not ignoring the issue. It's making sure for certainty that we can continue to survive, can continue to fight, and can continue to live and dream for a better day, a brighter future. When we come out of this, it may not be what we expected. But when we do, we can assess, find out what we need to do, and do it. We need people like you. Ones with so much care and compassion and love, but with a drive to do things for the better. But don't sacrifice yourself either. It's a sucky balancing act, I know. It's all relative, but you've got me. And I know you've got others. As cheesy as it sounds, community, friendship, and love are gonna keep us strong. As well as a few heavy sprinklings of righteous fury and spite. We can do it. Together. I'm with you. We'll keep each other strong, but also keep each other human. And not fault one another if we stumble. Help one another and be there for those who are having a harder time standing. Even if those who are having a hard time are ourselves. You can do it. I know it. I believe it with all my heart.